When was the last time you felt truly safe inside your own body? Most people don't realize that their nervous system is constantly under attack. Not always from physical danger, but from the invisible stress, overthinking, and unprocessed emotions that we carry every single day. Your nervous system is like the control center of your entire life. It governs how you feel, how you react, and even what you are able to manifest. If your nervous system is dysregulated, meaning it's constantly in fight or flight mode, you will always find it hard to attract the reality you desire. Why? Because manifestation is not just about repeating affirmations or visualizing. It is about aligning your inner frequency with the frequency of the reality you want to experience. And when your nervous system is chaotic, your frequency is scattered. But here's the secret: there is a simple quantum manifestation practice that can reset your nervous system, restore calm in your body, and bring your energy into perfect alignment. This practice will not only help you feel safe and grounded again, but will also unlock a hidden ability to shift timelines and call in miracles with ease. The moment your nervous system learns how to feel safe, your energy field expands, your resistance dissolves, and manifestation becomes natural, almost effortless. That is why, if you've been struggling, it's not because manifestation doesn't work for you. It's because your nervous system has been stuck in survival mode. Today, I'm going to show you how this practice will change everything. Let's first understand the science and energy behind why the nervous system matters so much in manifestation. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every vibration you carry sends a signal into the quantum field. This signal interacts with the infinite possibilities of timelines that already exist. The reality where you are abundant, loved, successful, and healthy already exists right now. But the bridge between where you are and where you want to be is built by the frequency of your nervous system. Imagine your nervous system as the radio antenna of your body. If it's broken, static-filled, or constantly jumping between stations, you won't get a clear broadcast. The same happens with your manifestations. You send out signals that are weak, mixed, and inconsistent. That's why you may feel like sometimes things work, but other times everything collapses. Your nervous system is literally the gateway through which your consciousness communicates with the quantum field. The more regulated, calm, and coherent your nervous system is, the stronger your signal becomes. This is why practices like meditation, breathwork, and visualization can be powerful, but only when your body feels safe enough to accept them. Without safety, the nervous system rejects the new energy and pulls you back into old patterns. But with the practice I'm about to share, you'll finally understand how to make your nervous system your greatest ally in quantum manifestation. The truth is, most people have been unknowingly programmed to live in survival mode since childhood. From the moment you were told, "Don't cry," "Don't dream too big," or "You're not good enough," your body learned to tense up and protect itself. Over time, this becomes your default setting. You walk through life bracing for rejection, failure, or disappointment. Even when there is no real threat, your nervous system doesn't know the difference between a tiger chasing you and a negative thought spiraling in your mind. It reacts the same way, pumping cortisol, increasing your heartbeat, tightening your muscles, and shutting down your creative energy. And here's where manifestation gets blocked. Because when your nervous system is in survival mode, your body cannot open to new possibilities. It literally cannot recognize abundance, love, or joy because it's too busy scanning for danger. That's why so many people say, "I tried manifesting, but it didn't work for me." It's not that manifestation doesn't work. It's that their nervous system was never taught how to relax, how to feel safe, and how to align with a higher frequency. The practice we are diving into today resets all of that. It teaches your body to come out of fight or flight and into a state of regulation where manifestation flows like a river. And when that shift happens, life starts to mirror back to you the safety and abundance you've cultivated within. Now, let's talk about the actual quantum practice that will reset your nervous system. It begins with something deceptively simple: the breath. Your breath is the remote control of your nervous system. When you are anxious, notice how your breath becomes shallow and rapid. When you are calm, your breath is slow and deep. By consciously changing the rhythm of your breath, you can signal to your nervous system that it is safe. But here's where the quantum layer comes in. As you breathe, you visualize yourself pulling in the frequency of your desired reality. You are not just inhaling oxygen. You are inhaling abundance, love, peace, and power from the quantum field. You are not just exhaling carbon dioxide. You are releasing fear, doubt, and survival patterns. This breathwork visualization becomes a powerful reset button. Every inhale is a message to your body that says, "I am safe." Every exhale is a release that says, "I am free." Over time, your nervous system rewires itself to respond differently to stress. Instead of defaulting to panic or fear, it learns to return to safety and regulation. And once your nervous system is aligned, manifestation becomes the most natural thing in the world, because your signal to the universe is finally clear, strong, and consistent. But here's the deeper secret. This practice isn't just about calming your nerves. It's about creating coherence between your body, mind, and energy field. In quantum manifestation, coherence is everything. Coherence means your heart, mind, and nervous system are vibrating at the same frequency. Imagine trying to manifest wealth while your mind says, "I believe," but your nervous system screams, "I'm broke and unsafe." The universe receives the mixed signal, and nothing changes. That's why so many people get stuck in endless affirmations without results. But when you practice nervous system regulation through quantum breathing and visualization, you eliminate this conflict. Your entire being sends out one unified frequency: safety, trust, and abundance. And the quantum field cannot resist coherence. It immediately begins to rearrange circumstances, people, and opportunities to match your vibration. This is why results sometimes show up faster than you expect. Because the moment your nervous system feels safe, your manifestation slips through the cracks of reality and lands in your life. This is not just theory. Countless people have experienced sudden financial breakthroughs, healed relationships, or profound spiritual awakenings simply by resetting their nervous system, and you can too, starting today. One of the biggest misunderstandings in manifestation communities is that people believe they can think their way into a new reality. They assume if they just say the right affirmations or visualize long enough, everything will magically change. But the problem is, if your nervous system doesn't feel safe receiving that new reality, it will reject it every single time. Think about it. If you try to manifest $1 million while your nervous system is still programmed to believe money equals stress, hard work, or even danger, your subconscious will block it. You may attract small wins here and there, but you'll never fully step into that abundant timeline because your body doesn't trust it. This is why nervous system regulation is the missing key. When you regulate your nervous system, you are teaching your body to feel safe in abundance, safe in love, safe in peace. And when your body finally accepts safety, your manifestations have permission to land. This is not just mindset work. It is body work, energy work, and soul work combined. That's why this practice is not about forcing a new reality, but allowing it to naturally unfold. When you regulate your nervous system, manifestation stops being a struggle and becomes your natural state of being. Now let's go deeper into how safety feels in the body. Most people think of safety as simply not being in danger, but energetic safety is much more than that. Safety means your body is not bracing for impact. Safety means your chest is open, your shoulders are relaxed, your breath flows easily, and your energy is not contracted. Safety means you trust life, even when you don't know exactly what's coming next. Without this feeling of safety, your manifestations will always be filtered through resistance. For example, someone might manifest a relationship but sabotage it because their nervous system doesn't feel safe being loved. Another person may manifest money, but spend it recklessly because their nervous system doesn't feel safe holding it. Safety is the container that allows your manifestations to stay, to expand, and to multiply. Without it, manifestations slip through your fingers. That's why this practice is revolutionary. It resets your nervous system to feel safe in receiving, holding, and expanding into your manifestations. Once you create that inner safety, the external world begins to mirror it back in extraordinary ways. Here's where the quantum element comes in again. Your nervous system isn't just a biological network. It is an energetic transmitter. Every neuron in your body carries an electrical charge, and those charges create electromagnetic fields that extend far beyond your skin. When you feel anxious, your field contracts and sends out a fragmented, chaotic signal. But when your nervous system is regulated, your field expands and becomes coherent. This coherence is exactly what the quantum field responds to. In other words, the universe is not responding to your words. It is responding to your nervous system's energy broadcast. That's why people who seem calm, confident, and grounded often attract opportunities effortlessly. Their nervous systems are broadcasting safety and abundance, so reality reflects it back. The beauty of this practice is that you don't have to be perfect to make it work. Even small steps in regulating your nervous system can lead to big quantum shifts. Every breath, every visualization, every moment of grounding strengthens the signal you send out. Over time, your nervous system stops expecting chaos and starts expecting miracles. And that expectation changes everything. Let's break down the practice step by step so you can actually try it today. First, find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted. Sit or lie down comfortably and close your eyes. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your lower belly. Begin by inhaling deeply through your nose, feeling your belly expand under your hand. Hold that breath for a moment, then exhale slowly through your mouth, as if you are releasing a heavy weight. Repeat this rhythm until you feel your body begin to soften. Now here's the quantum twist with each inhale. Imagine pulling golden light from the infinite quantum field directly into your body. See it filling your chest, calming your heart, and spreading through your entire nervous system. With each exhale, visualize releasing dark smoke, the fear, the doubts, the old survival programming. As you continue, silently affirm, I am safe, I am free, I am ready. This process only takes a few minutes, but its impact is profound. With consistent practice, your nervous system begins to associate abundance, peace, and love with safety. And the moment your body feels safe, your manifestations begin to arrive with speed and ease. You might be wondering, how fast will this work for me? The answer depends on how long your nervous system has been stuck in survival mode. For some people, shifts happen instantly. They do the practice once, and suddenly an unexpected check arrives, or they feel a wave of peace they haven't felt in years. For others, it takes weeks of consistent practice before the nervous system fully rewires itself. But here's the key: it always works. Your nervous system is not broken. It's simply trained to expect stress, and training can always be undone. Every time you do this practice, you are sending your nervous system new instructions. You are telling it, safety is my default. Abundance is safe. Love is safe. Peace is safe. And once your body accepts those instructions, the universe delivers experiences that match them. This is why patience is so important in manifestation. You are not just creating new thoughts. You are building a new nervous system, a new frequency, and a new reality. The results will come, and when they do, they will feel stable, lasting, and deeply aligned. Because your body is finally ready to hold them. One of the most profound truths about manifestation is that it is never about forcing reality to bend to your will. It's about learning to create coherence within yourself so that reality naturally reorganizes around you. Think about it this way: when your nervous system is dysregulated, you are broadcasting a frequency of fear, doubt, and chaos. That frequency acts like a magnet, pulling in experiences that match it. But when your nervous system is regulated, you are broadcasting a frequency of calm, trust, and safety. This frequency doesn't chase, it attracts. It doesn't grasp, it receives. That's why the practice we're discussing is not just another manifestation hack, but a deep nervous system reset that aligns you with the flow of universal energy. And once you are in that flow, things happen in ways that almost feel miraculous. Suddenly, opportunities show up without you searching for them. The right people come into your life at the right time. Money arrives from unexpected sources. But none of this feels forced. It feels natural because your inner reality and outer reality are finally speaking the same language. The language of safety, the language of trust, the language of abundance. Now let's talk about resistance, the invisible force that often keeps people stuck. Resistance shows up as procrastination, self-sabotage, overthinking, or even physical tension in the body. Most manifestation teachings tell you to just push through resistance, but that rarely works because resistance is not a mindset problem. It's a nervous system problem. Resistance is your nervous system saying, I don't feel safe moving into this new reality yet. For example, you might try to manifest more money, but resistance makes you overspend or avoid opportunities. You might try to manifest love, but resistance makes you push people away. The traditional approach is to fight resistance. But fighting only strengthens it. The practice we are exploring offers a different approach, dissolving resistance by creating safety. When your body feels safe, resistance melts on its own. The nervous system no longer perceives your desires as a threat. And suddenly, taking action feels effortless. This is why people who regulate their nervous system often find themselves naturally motivated, inspired, and in flow, without forcing anything. Resistance isn't something to battle, it's something to soothe, and soothing happens through nervous system regulation. Another important aspect of this practice is its effect on trauma. Many people carry unresolved trauma in their nervous systems, whether from childhood experiences, heartbreaks, financial struggles, or even ancestral patterns. Trauma creates hypervigilance. It keeps the nervous system stuck in fight or flight mode. This is why no matter how hard someone tries to think positive, their manifestations don't land. Because deep down, their body is still bracing for pain. The beauty of nervous system regulation through quantum manifestation is that it gently teaches the body that it is safe to let go of the past. Each breath, each visualization, each moment of grounding rewires the nervous system, layer by layer. Over time, the trauma response softens and space is created for new experiences. You no longer manifest from fear of what happened before. You manifest from the safety of what's possible now. This doesn't mean you forget your past. It means your past stops controlling your future. Imagine the freedom of manifesting love without fearing rejection, or manifesting money without fearing loss. That freedom becomes real when your nervous system is reset. Now, I want you to really picture what life would look like once your nervous system has been fully reset. Imagine waking up in the morning with a calm mind, steady breath, and a sense of safety in your body. Imagine walking through your day with ease, no longer overreacting to small stressors or drowning in overthinking. Imagine sitting in meditation and actually feeling connected, instead of battling your own anxiety. Imagine setting an intention and then watching, almost effortlessly, as life rearranges itself to bring it to you. This is not a fantasy. It is the natural outcome of a regulated nervous system. And the best part, once you reset your nervous system, your manifestations not only come faster but also stay longer. They become sustainable because your body finally trusts them. Too often, people manifest something only to lose it quickly because their nervous system couldn't hold the frequency. With this practice, you build a foundation strong enough to not just attract, but to sustain and expand abundance, love, and peace. That's the kind of lasting transformation this practice unlocks. Let's take this even further. Your nervous system doesn't just affect your personal life. It affects the collective reality as well. Every regulated nervous system contributes to the collective frequency of humanity. When you reset your nervous system, you are not only healing yourself, you are raising the vibration of everyone you come into contact with. Have you ever noticed how calm, grounded people seem to change the atmosphere in a room? That's nervous system regulation in action. Their coherence influences the coherence of others. The quantum field works the same way. The more people regulate their nervous systems, the stronger the collective signal of safety and abundance becomes, and the easier it is for others to manifest as well. This is how individual practice leads to collective evolution. So when you commit to this practice, you're not just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your family, your community, and even the entire planet. The ripple effects are bigger than you can imagine, and that is why this practice is one of the most powerful acts of manifestation you can do, not just for your reality, but for the future of humanity itself. One of the most overlooked truths about manifestation is that your nervous system decides how much goodness you can actually hold. Most people think receiving is easy, but in reality, receiving is a skill. If your nervous system is dysregulated, receiving feels threatening. Think about the last time something good happened to you. Maybe you received a compliment, money, or love, and instead of fully enjoying it, your body tensed up, waiting for it to be taken away. That reaction didn't come from your conscious mind. It came from your nervous system, which has been trained to expect loss or disappointment. This is why so many manifestations seem temporary. They arrive, but your body can't hold them. The quantum manifestation practice we're exploring rewires that pattern. It teaches your body to stay open, to breathe, and to expand in the presence of goodness. Over time, your nervous system learns that abundance is not dangerous, that love is not unsafe, and that joy is not fleeting. The more your body accepts this, the more it can hold on to blessings, letting them grow instead of disappear. This is where manifestation becomes sustainable, not just a lucky moment, but a lasting new reality. Another hidden layer of this practice is the way it rewires your subconscious beliefs. Most people don't realize that their beliefs aren't just stored in the mind. They are encoded in the body. Every belief you hold has a nervous system response attached to it. For example, if you believe money is stressful, your nervous system may tighten at the thought of receiving it. If you believe love always hurts, your nervous system may trigger anxiety whenever intimacy appears. This is why trying to change beliefs through affirmations alone rarely works. The nervous system isn't convinced. But when you pair quantum visualization with breathwork, you bypass the conscious mind and speak directly to the nervous system. You are literally showing your body what it feels like to believe something new. As you breathe in golden light, visualize abundance surrounding you, and feel your body relaxing into safety, you create a new association. Abundance equals calm, love equals peace, success equals joy. Over time, this becomes your default programming. Your subconscious shifts not because you forced it, but because your nervous system accepted it. And once that shift happens, manifestation accelerates like never before. One of the biggest mistakes people make is treating manifestation as a mental game while ignoring their body entirely. But your body is not separate from your manifestation. It is the vessel through which your reality is shaped. If your body is tense, anxious, or dysregulated, it will sabotage even your best intentions. That's why grounding into the body is essential. The practice we're discussing helps you reconnect with your physical self in a way that most manifestation techniques skip. Placing your hands on your heart and belly, feeling your breath, and visualizing safety in every cell of your being. These simple actions create profound shifts. Your nervous system begins to trust again, and when your body trusts, it stops resisting the unknown. This is what allows manifestations to finally take root. Without body alignment, manifestations are like seeds scattered on rocky soil. They may sprout, but they won't last. With body alignment, they are planted in fertile ground, able to grow strong and stable. That's why this practice is not just powerful, it's necessary. It ensures that your manifestations don't just arrive but thrive. Let's explore another powerful aspect, emotional regulation. Your nervous system is directly tied to how you process emotions. When it's dysregulated, Emotions overwhelm you, and you either suppress them or get consumed by them. Both extremes block manifestation. Suppression keeps you stuck in old energy, while overwhelm floods your frequency with chaos. But when your nervous system is regulated, emotions can flow naturally. You can feel them without being controlled by them. Anger can move through without destroying you. Sadness can be released without drowning you. Joy can expand without fear of it ending. This balanced emotional flow keeps your frequency clear, stable, and magnetic. The quantum manifestation practice we're exploring trains your body to handle emotions with ease. Every breath, every visualization tells your nervous system, it's safe to feel, it's safe to release, it's safe to receive. This creates an emotional foundation strong enough to support your manifestations. Instead of emotions derailing your process, they become fuel for your expansion. Imagine using sadness as a portal into healing, or joy as a magnet for even more joy. That is what becomes possible when your nervous system is reset. Now, let's connect all the dots. This practice is not just about calming your nerves. It's about creating a new operating system for your life. By regulating your nervous system, you are building the foundation for every manifestation you desire. You are teaching your body to trust abundance, to embrace love, to expand into peace, and to sustain joy. You are rewiring old trauma patterns, dissolving resistance, and aligning your subconscious beliefs with your highest intentions. You are strengthening your electromagnetic field so that the quantum universe can clearly receive your signal. And perhaps most importantly, you are learning to hold on to the manifestations you attract, instead of watching them slip away. This is why people who practice nervous system regulation often report life-changing results. They don't just manifest faster, they manifest more deeply. Their relationships improve, their finances stabilize, their health flourishes, and their spiritual connection expands. All of this begins with one simple, powerful decision to reset the nervous system through the quantum manifestation practice. Once you make that choice, reality cannot stay the same. It must evolve to match your new frequency, and that evolution is where your miracle begins. When you first start this quantum manifestation practice, you may notice subtle changes right away. Perhaps you'll feel your shoulders drop, your breath deepen, or a wave of calm spreading through your body. These small shifts are actually huge victories, because they mean your nervous system is beginning to recognize safety. At first, it might feel strange. If you've lived in survival mode for years, peace can actually feel uncomfortable. But that's okay. It simply means your body is adjusting to a new normal. Each time you practice, you are strengthening new neural pathways, teaching your nervous system that safety, abundance, and joy are natural states. Over time, what once felt foreign becomes familiar. Peace becomes your default. Trust becomes effortless, and manifestation becomes second nature. This is not about perfection. It's about progress. Every breath, every visualization, every moment of grounding is a step toward the reality you desire. The more consistent you are, the faster your nervous system rewires, and the quicker your manifestations take root. Even on days when you don't feel much change, trust that the practice is working beneath the surface. Because it always is. As your nervous system resets, you'll begin to notice synchronicities. Those magical signs that the universe is aligning with your energy. You might see repeating numbers, hear the exact song lyric you needed, or bump into someone who offers the opportunity you've been waiting for. These aren't coincidences. They're confirmations that your frequency is shifting. The universe communicates through synchronicity, and when your nervous system is regulated, you're finally able to notice and trust those signs. Instead of brushing them off, you'll feel them deeply, as if the universe is whispering, "You're on the right path." This trust builds momentum. The more you notice synchronicities, the more they appear. And the more they appear, the more your nervous system relaxes into safety, creating a beautiful feedback loop of manifestation. Suddenly, life stops feeling like a struggle and starts feeling like a dance, a co-creation between you and the universe. This is when manifestation becomes magical, Not because you forced it, but because you allowed it. Synchronicity is proof that the practice is working, and the more you lean into it, the more powerful your manifestations become. It's also important to remember that resetting your nervous system doesn't just transform your future. It heals your past. Many of the fears and blocks you carry were never yours to begin with. They were inherited from parents, culture, or even ancestral trauma passed down through generations. Your nervous system has been holding stories that don't belong to you, and those stories have been shaping your reality. But when you commit to this practice, you begin to break the cycle. You teach your nervous system that it no longer has to carry old wounds, and that healing is possible in the present moment. This healing ripples backward as well as forward. You free yourself, but you also free your lineage. Future generations benefit because you chose to regulate, to breathe, to reset. In this way, the practice is not just personal. It is deeply sacred. It is an act of rewriting history and creating a new future. Every breath you take in safety sends healing through time, dissolving old patterns and making space for new possibilities. That's the true power of nervous system reset through quantum manifestation. It doesn't just change you, it changes everything connected to you. Now imagine this. You've been practicing for weeks or months, and suddenly, life feels completely different. You no longer wake up in panic or stress. Instead, you wake up with clarity and calm. Opportunities flow to you without forcing. Money comes in ways you didn't expect. Love feels safe, warm, and supportive. Your body feels lighter, your mind clearer, your soul more connected. You look back and realize the old version of you, the one stuck in survival mode, feels like a distant memory. This is what it means to truly reset your nervous system. It's not about escaping your life. It's about stepping into the fullest version of it. And the best part, once you reset your nervous system, you'll never go back. You'll have the tools to stay grounded, centered, and magnetic no matter what life throws your way. The world may still bring challenges, but your nervous system will know how to respond. With calm, trust, and strength. That is true freedom. That is true power. And that is the essence of quantum manifestation, creating a reality where your body, mind, and soul move as one. So here is your invitation. Commit to this practice. Just a few minutes a day can change everything. Place your hands on your heart and belly. Breathe deeply. Visualize the golden light of safety entering your body, and release everything that no longer serves you. Do this consistently, and watch how your nervous system begins to reset, how your frequency begins to rise, and how your reality begins to shift. Remember, manifestation is not about begging the universe. It's about becoming the version of you who naturally attracts what you desire. And that version of you already exists in the quantum field, waiting for your nervous system to align. This is your moment to step into that version, to stop living in survival mode, to stop waiting for miracles and start embodying them. Your nervous system is the key, and this practice is the doorway. Walk through it, and you will discover that the life you've been dreaming of is not just possible. It's inevitable. And once you feel that inevitability in your body, the universe has no choice but to deliver. That is the power of resetting your nervous system through quantum manifestation.